Okay, a very good morning, children. Children, in the previous lesson, we completed the chapter polynomial in detail. Okay, everything I discussed about polynomials, and I hope you must have understood the chapter polynomial thoroughly. Okay, today let us start a new chapter, that is coordinate geometry. You see, coordinate geometry, the term is new, but it is not new, actually not new. Why? Because in class 8 we have already read Introduction to Graph. Children, you go back to Introduction to Graph in class 8. Okay. While reading Introduction to Graph, you see, in that chapter we had known what is x-axis, what is y-axis. You see, look at, I have drawn here. So this is one number line representing positive integers, negative integers and 0. This is another number line representing positive integers, negative integers and 0. Okay. So let the name of this axis be x and x dash. Name the axis as y and y dash. You see. So see, in this figure there are two axes, coordinate axes. These two axes are called coordinate axis. You see, coordinate axis. This coordinate axis includes both x axis and y axis. Okay. This is the plural. This is the plural of axis. Okay. Now see, in this coordinate, these two coordinate axes, x and y. Okay. Now this is a plane. This plane is known as a Cartesian plane. This plane containing two axes, coordinate axes, x and y. It is called Cartesian plane or R2 plane. R2 plane, coordinate plane. It has different names. Coordinate plane. It has different names. Okay. It is called Cartesian plane, coordinate plane, R2 plane, etc. Now children, in class 8 we had read plotting points, how to plot points on graph paper. It was taught to you in class 8. See children, now these two coordinate axes, they intersect at a point. This point is suppose O, and this point O is called the origin. This is called the origin. Okay. Now in this Cartesian plane, you see, when the two coordinate axes intersects, now it has been divided into four regions. Region 1, region 2, region 3 and region 4. These four regions are called quadrants. They are called quadrants. That means quadrants. That means the whole Cartesian plane has been divided into four quadrants. Okay. By the intersection of two coordinate axes, namely x and y. Okay, are the origin. Now what is the name of this quadrant? This is the first quadrant. This is the second quadrant. Okay. This is the third quadrant. And this is the fourth quadrant. Okay. Now see, children, in this Cartesian plane, it is nothing but a repetition what we had read in class 8, how to plot points in the Cartesian plane or coordinate plane. Okay. Now see, children, if you take, you see, what is the sign of this quadrant? This first quadrant, this sign is plus and plus. What does it mean? You can ask me, sir, what does it mean? It means, you see, in this quadrant, the value of x will be positive and y will be also positive. Both x and y, the x coordinate and y coordinate of any point in this quadrant will be positive. Both will be of same sign, that is positive sign. But in this quadrant, x will be negative and y will be positive. This is the sign of quadrant 2. And in this quadrant, both x and y coordinates of a point will be negative, and here in this quadrant, fourth quadrant, x will be positive and y will be negative. So these are the signs of different quadrants. Now children, if in any quadrant, see, if we take any point in any quadrant, maybe in quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3 or quadrant 4, see, suppose I will take a point, you see, I will take a point here. I will take a point here, you see. This is quadrant number 1, having sign plus and plus. Let us consider a point P. See, take a point P in the first quadrant. Okay. Now see, when we take a point P in the first quadrant of the Cartesian plane. Now this point is at some distance. Look at. This is the perpendicular distance of the point from which axis? From x axis. And this is the perpendicular distance. You see, this one. This is the perpendicular distance of the point P from which axis? Y axis. You see, OX is positive x axis. See children, OX, it is positive x axis. OY, it is positive y axis. OX dash, it is negative x axis, because this axis represents only negative integers. Similarly, OY dash, it is negative y-axis. Okay, positive x-axis, positive y-axis, negative x-axis and negative y-axis. Okay, now if we take a point P in the first quadrant, then this point P will be at some distance from y-axis and some distance from x-axis. Now if I ask you, see, this is the perpendicular distance of the point P from x-axis and this is the perpendicular distance of the point P from y-axis. Now if I ask you at what distance is P from x-axis, clearly this will be the distance. You see, this will be the distance. You see, this distance and this distance are same. So this is the perpendicular distance of the point P from which axis? From y-axis, and it is how much? It is 2. It is 2. Now, if I ask you at what distance the point P is from x-axis, this will be the distance. You see, this will be the distance of point P from which axis? From x-axis, and this is same as this. So what is this distance? This distance is 3 units. It is 3 units. That means point P, you see children, here in this case, if we consider a point P in the first quadrant, okay, now the point P is at a distance of how many units? At a distance of 2 units. From which axis? From y-axis. So here I have written 2. And now if I ask you, at what distance is the point P from x-axis? Clearly this is the distance from x-axis. Distance, perpendicular distance of the point P from x-axis is this much. And what is this? This will be your 3 unit and this will be your 2 unit. So here I have written 2 and 3. So what I want to say children, that if this is P, the point P in the first quadrant is at a distance of 2 unit from y-axis and 3 unit from x-axis. So when this is so, we say that, you see, therefore we say that x coordinate of P equal to 2. See children, this 2 will be the x coordinate of which point? Of the point P. Why 2 is the x coordinate of point P? The reason is because the point P is at a distance of 2 units from y-axis. Okay. Now, if I ask you what is the y coordinate, you see, y coordinate of P, the answer will be 3. Why the y coordinate of point P is 3? Because the point P is at a distance of 3 units from which axis? From x-axis. So that is the reason why y coordinate of P is 3. So now children, you tell me, you understood I think, what is x coordinate and what is y coordinate? X coordinate of a point, any point, x coordinate of any point in the Cartesian plane is the perpendicular distance of that point from y-axis, and y coordinate of any point in the Cartesian plane is what? It is the perpendicular distance of the point from what axis? Which axis? From x-axis. Okay. So from this we can say that every point has how many coordinates? In the Cartesian plane or in the coordinate plane, every point will have how many coordinates? 2 coordinates. One is the x coordinate, which is 2 in this case, and the other is y coordinate, which is 3 in this case. And you see both 2 and 3 are positive because this point lies in the first quadrant. Any point lies in the first quadrant, we will have both x coordinate and y coordinate positive, as I have already told you. Okay, I hope you understood. Similarly, if you take any point in this quadrant, any point in the second quadrant, x will be negative and y will be positive. And you see, this is how to plot a point, which was also taught to you in class 8. This is how to plot a point in the Cartesian plane. Okay, if the coordinates are given. So my intention is children, this is called coordinates. 2 and 3 are called the coordinates of which point? Of the point P. This is the first one is the x coordinate and second one is called the y coordinate. Okay. Now, children, it was also there in class 8. X coordinate. What is the other name of x coordinate? X coordinate other name is what? It is abscissa. X coordinate is also called x coordinate of a point is your abscissa. Abscissa. That means in this particular question, abscissa of the point P is 2. And what about y coordinate? Y coordinate of a point is called your ordinate. So here the ordinate of point P is 3 and abscissa of point P is 2. Okay, abscissa and ordinate. Abscissa means it is the x coordinate of any point in the Cartesian plane, and ordinate means it is the y coordinate of any point in the Cartesian plane. Okay, children, now look at this is the origin. Since O is the origin, it will also have two coordinates. So what will be the two coordinates? It will be what? Definitely 0 and 0. Why? Why the coordinates of the origin are 0 and 0? You see, why the coordinates of origin are 0 and 0? That means both x coordinate and y coordinate are 0 of the origin. Okay, coordinates of the origin are 0 and 0. Why? Because the origin is, you see, it is at no distance or it is at 0 distance from y-axis and x-axis respectively. Okay, so x coordinate means distance of a point from y-axis, and y coordinate means your distance of the point from what? From x-axis. Okay, now let us discuss something more. Okay, since every point in the Cartesian plane has two coordinates, these 2, 3, you see, we can write it x, y. What does it mean? Here x coordinate is 2 and y coordinate is 3. Now this x and y, it is called an order pair. You see, the first coordinate always represents, whenever we write the coordinates of a point, we always write the first x coordinate first and y coordinate next. Okay. So here x coordinate 2, y coordinate 3, and this x, y is an order pair. Okay. Now children, we can also write 3 and 2. See, look at, if x coordinate is 3, if x coordinate of a point is 3 and y coordinate 2, then it will be written as 3, 2, and 3, 2 will become yx. Okay. So clearly the order pair xy is not equal to the order pair yx. Okay. And when will this be order pair be equal? When it will be equal? If you see, if x equal to y, if x equal to the first coordinate, if the x coordinate of first order pair is equal to the y coordinate of the second order pair, then if x equal to y, then you see, then only the order pair xy will be equal to the order pair yx. Okay. The order pair xy will be equal to the order pair yx. You see, if x equal to y, if this condition is satisfied, otherwise the order pair xy is not equal to the order pair what? Yx. Okay, this is a very important thing. Abscissa, ordinate, I discussed everything. Okay, now let us discuss another thing. Suppose you see, children, suppose a point, look at, suppose a point lies on x-axis. Suppose here is a point, it is M. Suppose a point lies on x-axis. So what will happen? What will be the coordinates of this point? You see, when a point lies on x-axis, that means it is at no distance from x-axis. See children, when the point lies on x-axis, that means it is not at any distance or it is at 0 distance from x-axis. And if this point is at 0 distance from x-axis, then which coordinate is 0? Y coordinate is 0. So the y coordinate of this point will be 0. But what about the x coordinate? Do you think that the x coordinate will also be 0? No. Because why the x coordinate will not be 0? Because this point is at some distance from y-axis. What is the distance? You see, this point is at some distance from y-axis. It is 2 units. So it will be 2, 0. The coordinates of this point will be 2, 0. That means the x coordinate of M will be 2 and y coordinate will be 0. So any point lying on x-axis, its y coordinate will be 0. If a point lies on x-axis, its y coordinate will be 0. You see, if a point lies on x-axis, then what will happen? Then ordinate is 0. Ordinate is 0. Okay, and what will be the coordinates? Therefore, coordinates, you see, coordinates of the point will be of the form. Which form? Will be of form what? It will be of form x0. You see, where x is any real number. This x can take any value. Here it has taken the value 2. This x can be of any value, okay? But the y coordinate, that is ordinate, will be 0 because it is lying on x-axis. Similarly, if a point lies on, suppose a point will lie on here, you see. Suppose a point lies here, you see, look at. Then what will happen? When it lies on y-axis, You see, that means it is at no distance from y-axis. Since the point lies on y-axis, it is at no distance from y-axis. If it is at no distance from y-axis, then which coordinate is 0? Definitely x coordinate is 0. So the coordinates will be here 0. X coordinate will be 0 because it is lying on y-axis. And what about y coordinate? Y coordinate will be this much. Y coordinate means distance of the point from which axis? X-axis. And this distance is 3, you see. So if a point lies on y-axis, the coordinates are here, you see, it is 0 and 3. The x coordinate is 0 but y coordinate is 3. Okay. So if a point lies on, say, y-axis, okay, then which will be 0? The x coordinate will be 0. And x coordinate means it is your abscissa. Abscissa. Okay. Abscissa is equal to 0. And what will be the coordinates? Coordinates of the point. Coordinates of the point will be of what form? It will be of form, you see, 0 and y. You see, that means if a point lies on y-axis, the x coordinate or abscissa is always 0, but not the y coordinate. It is y. Y means it can take any value, real number. It can take any real number. Okay. So children, any point lying on x-axis, y coordinate 0. Any point lying on x-axis, y coordinate 0, and the coordinates of the point are of the form x and 0. Any point lying on y-axis, your abscissa or x coordinate is 0, and coordinates of the point will be of the form 0 and y, where y can take any value. Okay. So this is the concept of coordinate geometry as given in your CBSE syllabus for class 9 children. This is just the repetition, how to plot points. Whatever we had read in class 8, the same thing is being repeated here in class 9. Just to introduce you the concept of coordinate geometry. It was only introduction to graph. How graphs were to be drawn. Okay. Without knowing coordinates, we cannot draw graph. That is why there was a chapter known as Introduction to Graph, which we read in class 8. Here, this is the concept or introduction to coordinate geometry. And again, you will find a coordinate geometry in a very vast manner, okay, in class 10. Okay, it has a very, very vast, big concept. It will be taught in detail in class 9. Okay, at present, as per your class 9 syllabus, this much is there in coordinate geometry. I hope you understood. Okay. So with this we completed coordinate geometry. It is a very small chapter, children. Only it involves some graphs, plotting points, etc., which you can easily do, provided you understood all these things. Okay. So we will meet in another class with another chapter, that is your linear equation in two variables. Okay. I hope children you understood. Thank you.